Hey guys, in this video I will be talking about the aiming component, which is a component used in Mortar Pro pawn. So the firing is controlled through this component, and in the plugin there are two types of aiming component. First one is semi-automatic and the other one is burst aiming component. All the guns except the minigun uses semi-automatic aiming component, and the minigun uses the burst aiming component. In the semi-automatic aiming components, shots are fired with a constant delay, and in case of burst aiming component, shots are fired in a burst manner. Using the aiming component, we can configure things like setting reload time and enabling gun gravity, which helps in calculating the direction in which we have to fire gravity based projectiles like a bomb. Here is an example of a gravity based projectile. So if I play, you can see it was going in an arc. Here is an example of burst aiming component. So the projectiles are fired in a burst manner. And here I have a semi-automatic aiming component example which fires laser projectile. Here you can configure things like, if I want to have unlimited ammo, I can set firing count for each socket, projectile classes, I can add firing sound, and in case of burst aiming component, I can configure burst related properties. So the aiming components provides many events, and you can find details of each one in the tooltip. So these are example of the events. So the aiming component maintains 6 types of aiming states: reloading, aiming, locked, out of ammo, burst shooting cooldown, and burst shooting, burst firing. You can find the details of each of these states in the documentation provided. So if you go to getting started and scroll down to changing aim behavior, you can find all the details here. So AI decides which target to consider and is responsible for shooting the target. So it will call the Mortar Pro aiming component that helps in firing at the target. When we are about to fire at a target, we first exit from the ideal state, then we do prediction if enabled to hit a moving target, by which we predict the position of the target. So here is an example of aiming prediction. The plane is moving, and if I enable this mortar pawn, you can see it is firing in the predicted position of the target. After prediction, we will move the barrel and turret in the direction of firing and when the gun is pointing in the direction, it will fire projectiles. So that's it for this video. In the next video, I will be talking about the semi-auto aiming component in detail. Thank you for joining in.